Alright, time to shake your brain.
Let me give you another simple challenge. Memorize this 10-digit number, allowing yourself 3 minutes. Were you able to remember this number? If not, don't worry. Using our next technique, you'll be able to memorize even bigger numbers. Numbers are abstract and hard to imagine, therefore difficult to memorize. You can use a technique called memory pegging to remember it. Memory pegging is based on associating what you want to remember to already memorized pictures. By getting rid of abstract symbols and replacing them with clear, animated, and colorful pictures, we'll have a much better mental object for our mind to memorize numbers. So let's first define a memory pegging system for these numbers. While defining a memory pegging system for numbers, you can base your image on how the digit looks, or how the digit sounds, or you can base the image on what the number reminds you of, such as your birthday. Now we'll convert the numbers 1 to 10 into pictures. You can use any picture that works for you. While trying to identify a peg for 0, there are multiple possibilities, such as a ball, orange, or a sun. For 1, think about a pencil. 2 looks like a swan. This is based on how the digit looks like. 3 rhymes with tree, while 4 rhymes with door. This correlates with the second point I mentioned for defining the pegging image, the idea to base your image on how the digit sounds. 5 rhymes with knife, elephant, 6. This one is tricky. Think of an elephant's trunk making a shape like a 6. A golf club held upside down is similar in shape to the number 7, or you can think of an axe. 8 looks like a snowman. For 9, you can use a balloon because a balloon looks like the circle on a 9, and then the string coming down looks like the line on the number 9. 10 rhymes with fan, or if you like the game of cricket, then you can imagine a bat and a ball side by side. You can also imagine a fork and a plate. Feel free to use different images that appeal more to you. Once you're done creating your list, take your time to memorize that list. These images will be your pegs. Once learned, you'll be able to use them over and over again to memorize any number that you want. Using this number system is simple. To memorize a number, you just need to transform each digit into the image you have assigned it to. Then connect the image together into a story. Now let's practice this technique. We'll memorize the same number using the memory peg technique and create an interesting story. Alright, story time. Once upon a time, there was a tall and beautiful tree beside a riverbank. This river was ruled by a huge swan. One day, the swan decided to cut down the tree. She had a big knife that she used to cut the tree. After cutting the tree, she made a pencil out of the tree branches. She wanted to go to a golf course, so using the same knife, she made a golf club. After creating a golf club, she left for the golf course. Outside the golf course, she found a big white snowman with a golf club in one of his hands. The snowman was in charge there. The snowman guided her to an air balloon. She took a flight in that air balloon to the golf ground. In the ground, there was a big crowd of other swans that were gathered to see her playing using a big orange ball. 3, 2, 5, 1, 5, 7, 8, 7, 9, 0. You just need to imagine the story in your head using exaggerated pictures of the object that you are using as memory pegs, and you'll never forget this number. There is one more crucial step that you should remember. This is to picture the reason of your memorizing the number. For example, if you are memorizing your ATM pin, that is 9212, means a balloon, duck, pencil, duck. Once you create the scene to remember this number, the final step would be to connect the scene with your reason for learning this number. You can associate the first object with the reason. So in this case, you can associate the balloon with an ATM. You can imagine that when you go to the ATM machine, you saw that the ATM machine was covered with balloons. So you have to move the balloons to see the screen. Or as an alternate, you can think of watching the animated version of your story on the ATM screen that you have created to remember the 4-digit number. Here is a quick summary for you. Define and memorize the memory pegs. Turn each digit into an image using the memory pegs. Connect the images into a short story. And then connect the story with your reason for remembering it. With this technique, you can fix important numbers into your memory, such as serial numbers, security codes, document references, and much, much more. The way you have created a memory peg for numbers, you can also create one for months in the year that will enable you to picture any dates easily to make it memorable for your brain. The best images and stories are always the ones that you can think up yourself, so always put your imagination to work. Practice this technique by finding your own favorite way to turn numbers and dates into pictures, and you'll be able to firmly fix them into your memory.